Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the start of the Echo Special Ops. We're starting out. Oh, it's like trying to combine out with off for a minute there. But we're going to be doing one of the hardest missions in the game. I still personally think that Snatch and Grab is harder, but this one's still pretty rough. Basically, imagine playing through The Only Easy Day Was Yesterday without dying. And without any friendlies. That's this level. So this first breach, you may have noticed that there are less enemies. Well, if you're doing this on solo, you're going to have less enemies than in the main campaign, obviously. Because you're not going to have people supporting you. If you do this level on co-op, though, there's going to be more dudes there. So for this first wave, you're going to notice that this fence kind of shifts over to the right. There's a little space that you can actually noob tube the enemies through. And you can actually get rid of quite a number of them right at the start. Otherwise, I like to hide behind this little chest-high wall and just shoot them all from there. Be careful, though, because sometimes enemies like to hide behind these two gas tanks. And there's also a little wall over to the left that I ran past right after the fence that enemies like to hide behind as well. But enemies will typically try to come down these stairs as well. There's usually a group of about 4 or 5 of them. And there are also a couple of flashbangs over on that little table to the right. I actually picked up one by accident. I didn't know those were there until I did this recording. So, if you want to use a couple flashbangs in that first part, go right ahead because you'll make them back and it will make your life so much easier. A couple of enemies are going to rappel down in this section here, though, so you want to take out as many of them as you can and immediately pull out your noob tube and get rid of this helicopter. Otherwise, that helicopter is going to mess you up. And if he gets you, it's pretty much guaranteed dead. You can shoot it down with the AT-4 as well, but I've never actually done that. I have more luck doing this with the noob tube than doing it with the rocket launcher. But this position that I have over here is really nice, but something you need to keep in mind that, you know that door over there? Yeah, enemies like to come through that, and they have a clear line of sight on you when they come around that corner, and if they get you, well, you saw what happened. So, if you want to just hide behind that piece of cover that I'm at right now, and just sort of wait for all these enemies to come around that little door that I'm facing right now, go right ahead. But you need to be aware that enemies will come around that corner, and they will shoot you dead otherwise. Another thing to keep in mind is that the gas tanks that you can see to my right, they can explode. And if you run past them and you're at low enough health, you will die. And that's happened to me a number of times running through this level. It's just another one of those silly... Oh, look at that flashbang. Oh, man. Just moments like that. I was like, I wish I could do these videos again. But stuff like this, I really just kind of took the first run that I got it because I didn't feel like re-recording this over again. Yeah, see the gas tank explode, I took a bunch of damage. Yeah, that can kill you really easily. Especially if you're running past that for the first time, it can really suck. Now this is my least favorite part of the level right here. Coming around this corner that's right in front of us. Because there are a ton of enemies that really like to ambush you. Like, that guy that just came down the stairs, I don't even think he walked down the stairs. I think he kind of like sprinted down the stairs and then fell down them. But I hate this part because, oh... that second flashbang, like, that was a misclick, and unfortunately because of that, I'm not going to have any flashbangs for the last part of the level, which make this level stupidly easy because I actually discovered a way to rush the last part in this recording, and it's so amazing because the last part is so brutal if you die to and you have to do the entire level over again, but I'm going to show you a fantastic rush that gets you through it, no problem. But I used to sit right there in this little position here and let the enemies come through the door in order to come to me, but I would always get flanked by, you know, guys like that standing right outside the door and they would shoot me. Ideally you could plant a claymore there as well, but sometimes you just get blown up whenever that happens. But there are tons of positions that you could take here. What I do now, because I played through this level like 10 times after I did this recording, see that pillar down there with the number 2 on it? Now I just stand next to that, to the right of it slightly, and I just shoot everyone right in front of me. Usually, they don't come around to flank you, but otherwise you can plant a couple claymores if you think that they're going to get to you. But those enemies in that room, I hate that room so much. Just this part is so awful. Now once you climb up these stairs, if you have a flash grenade, this last part is so stupidly easy, but I didn't, so I had to improvise. As soon as you hear the smoke screens, run for it, turn here to the left. You're supposed to throw a flashbang into this room that I'm shooting into, but because I didn't have a flashbang, I had to shoot my way through, and I got kind of lucky, but otherwise, Mini hit this last breach. Don't screw up now, because there are explosives everywhere, and it's so easy to fail. Oh, okay, good. That's the hardest mission in the game. Real tough, but with enough patience, you can get through it. I'll see you guys next time for High Explosive.